Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV, starring the one and only wonderful Dr. Jacalyn. It's a prestigious place where world-class influencers and experts meet, and where you'll find the most trusted advisors and coaches for all things in life and business. Visit usaglobaltv.com to sign up for our newsletter, get the value you need, and be first in line to learn about events and giveaways and other valuable content. Connect with us. Email Dr. Jacalyn at usaglobaltv.com to talk about how you can become part of USA Global TV. That's USA Global TV, where the doctor is always in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to USA Global TV. I am Dr. JACALYN KERBECK, and we also welcome our friends from Business Talk Radio in New York. Our show today is presenting Pet Psychic AMINAH. What does that mean? It means it's Friday, and we're going to have some fun and get some education. Let's bring her out.
Hello.
Hello.
How are everybody? I'm
it's
all
Friday
pink today.
again. Can you believe it? Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the pink.
Well, I am not the expert because my guest introduced us to the fact today is non-bullying day. We're supporting no bullies. So she didn't have a pink. You're already dressed. I had pink. I went and changed. But you are in the theme with our background. So we've got this down. If you've ever been bullied, and I think probably all of us at maybe at one time or another have felt that way, it's really important for your self-esteem and moving forward. And I'm going to have our guest CORKY going to talk about it even more. But this is really important. This is one of those subtle things. I know I was bullied in elementary school a little bit, and I'm a pretty outgoing person, so it shocked the heck out of me and going, what do I do? So it's the way we can support people going through this, that they will be stronger, and you too can grow up and be a public speaker and have that confidence.
AMINAH, thank you so much. And for people who are just joining us for the first time, you are absolutely a public speaker, and you are obviously a co-host on a TV show, and you are a pet psychic. What else would you like to share with our audience about what you do?
I really, really stress coexisting. As Dr. Jacalyn knows, please go back through all our tapes. We are so fortunate. I am so fortunate to be over our 50th episode together. And I talk about coexisting. Why do we need spiders? Everybody's like, "Whoa, I don't want those." You might not want the mosquitoes. I'm not sure why they're here. I haven't figured that one out. But everything has a right to life, or it wouldn't have been put on the earth. I truly believe that. The snakes, the alligators, and the wasps and the bees, they all balance our world. So what I want to do is give you, I don't want to use the word humanity because that's not the right one. I want to give you the compassion to see that the lives matter. That all of the lives, even the crazy mosquitoes. Sorry, that's a little bit tough for me. Go ahead, suck my blood. And that type of stuff. So I'm going to do it with kindness. I'm going to do it with education. I'm going to do the why, wherefore, how come. And when you're ready, and when you're at that place in your life where you can accept that kind of information, it will be easier for you to accept. But you have to start with, why are they here? And honeybees are easy. If you want to eat, you better love the honeybees. But there's a chain reaction, which means you don't use pesticides, which you leave the plants growing, and don't take down maybe the weeds that you see until they're finished blooming and catch all the seeds that are blowing around. There's a path that we can all coexist. And I'm going to talk about that all the time because it comes in, and it has that to do with your pets. Absolutely. Our biggest problem where I live specifically, I live in a very closed neighborhood because we're in the middle of nowhere, and that kind of stuff, is the people that walk their dogs. And they leave. Why do I know they walk their dogs? Not because I'm staring out my windows. It's because they leave the feces behind over and over and over and over and over again. And we have a very, very small dirt area on the sidewalk. It's between the cars and the sidewalk. Literally, it can be more than 12 inches wide. And there's tons of feces, and that's where people get out of their car. It is not biodegradable. This is not coexisting. This is you not taking responsibility for your animal that you chose to adopt. So if he's hungry or she's sick or whatever, you would take him to the vet. Why not take the responsibility of having baggies with you, picking it up? Because it's not anybody's responsibility but yours to clean up after your pets. And that is coexisting. It's respecting everybody's right in a public area to live in a place where they don't have to worry what's on the bottom of their shoes. And that tracks in all kinds of disease, and or feces is the waste of the body. So I don't know about you, I wouldn't want to step in it. And it gets very exhausting for all of us to keep having to ask people to do that. And that's so simple. That is so simple. I save the cereal bags and the grocery bags we use reusable containers, any of that kind of stuff. Bread bags, they were great. You get hundreds if you eat bread. And you use those for picking up litter, picking up your dog's poop. It's really that simple. You don't have to go out and buy fancy ones. Just use the bags that you already get from your groceries. It's really that simple.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Amina. And I've said this before, I learned so much from you and it really helps me in so many ways. And we were just discussing this on the Listening Mentor show, that many of us have, I'm going to use this in reference to myself, irrational fears of creatures, of bees, of iguanas, of spiders, etc. And we feel that they don't have a right to be here. Oh, let's kill them. Let's get rid of it. No, that's not the case. And I really learned that from you, that I really look at everything now and say, well, that has the right to be here. Now, to your point about mosquitoes, there's one more that I just can't understand. These little, I don't even, they're so tiny. And you know, they just appear out of nowhere. They're just,
and they leave welts. They leave
welts. Why are they
marks that itch?
Why are they here?
It's the toxins that they put in to make sure your blood doesn't coagulate. I know this is going to be way too much information, but I can't believe I remembered this after all these years. But they have to inject this into your skin so your blood doesn't, like a scab, goes, whoop, I have a hole. And then they can't eat. So they put this in and it irritates our skin. And this is what caused the mosquito bite or the bug bite or the spider bite. Spiders are not sucking our blood. That's not a thing. Even if the vampire, they actually have a vampire spider. Very cool. We'll get a picture someday. But it's just the way they eat. But it's a chemical that the body is saying, whoa, that's foreign. I don't want it in here. So its reaction is to itch and say, ooh, I don't like this. But they must have a reason. I have an entire list. No kidding. God, what is this? We're going to have a long, long talk, because right now he's just letting me understand it all and go with it. But I'd really like to know about that mosquito bite.
I would too. And by the way, we've got a great guest, a returning guest backstage. I'd love for you to introduce Reverend Corky to our audience.
Have you ever done something brand new in your life? You're taking up a new sport, you're going to go into acting and you never did, or you want to be a professional, I don't know, boxer or track runner, something really grand. Well, a few years back, I have always heard the birds, the bees, the animals, the trees, literally the plants and the trees, and dead people. I'm not sure of that correlation. But when I was told to go public and help others and not just keep it to myself and my family and close friends, I was terrified about people shunning me and turning me away and everything. And at that time, when I had just gone public, I moved back to the Bay Area in California. So I, was starting a new career. Not only that, I didn't know this was going to be the whole career, because I've always taught gardening and many other things from there. But I ran into this amazing couple. And if you come, I believe it's in, Dr. Jacalyn can correct me, the first Friday of the month is Dottie Boone. Well, this is her, and this is Corky Whitaker. And Corky is great to laugh with, great to make mistakes with. We just laugh our butts off about it. But she's the technical side. She's the thinking side. She's the supporting side. Kindness is not her middle name. It should be a part of her first name because she has that capacity to just sit and listen. And sometimes that's exactly what we all need. Well, come to find out, hypnosis, and I hope I'm using the right word, is her game. And something else she does besides run a church and of all denominations. So this is Corky, and she's going to talk more about the hypnosis that she does and how it helps people with challenges. I saw her work with somebody who had a real phobia from babyhood, from childhood, of shots and injections, and she really needed to do that for her own health. And I watched her get past that because she's very, very close to me, friends and family wise. So Corky, please come out and tell us more about how we can grow in this amazing field with you.
Let's welcome Reverend Corky Whitaker.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hope everyone's doing well. So today is International Stand Up to Bullying Day. And, it's kind of interesting. Oh, and by the way, thank you so much for that wonderful intro.
Just the truth.
And it was because, I don't understand about what's going on with this epidemic of bullying. People talk about it all the time, that they're being bullied. And it's such a shame. I don't know what kind of what people get from bullying somebody else, but I know that people that are bullied are traumatized by it, and so I feel like with our current things that are going on globally, there's a lot of bullying going on. But anyway, but the point is that being kind is really the best thing to do. Is if you're kind, then it's easier for you to be gentle with people, with yourself, with and you don't have to be traumatized by things. You can kind of bring things into your consciousness, and just take a minute before you respond. Just take a minute, or not even, you don't even need a minute. All you need is like seconds to say, is this the nicest thing? Is this the most spiritual thing? Is this the kindest thing that I can say to that person? And if it isn't, then don't say it. And if it is something okay, it will be nice for them to know this. And then, if it passes your nice filter, then go ahead and say what you think, maybe what you feel. Coming from the heart is the best thing to do. And so using hypnosis is that opportunity, is that space to think, to say, is this the kindest thing I can say? Is this the best thing for everyone? And getting in that space of being able to feel and to just evaluate yourself and say this and be truthful. And that's what hypnosis has done for me and for several of my clients, is that sometimes you just need to stop and think. Just stop. Is this the kindest thing I can say? And so that's my motto today.
I bet it's every day. I doubt it's just today.
Well, yeah, it's a practice. I mean, it really is. To me, it's easier to be kind than it is to be unkind, because then you just feel better when you're kind to people, and it doesn't take anything really. It's just be pleasant, be nice, be gentle, be helpful.
Right.
Yeah, good points. Reverend Corky, for people who are joining us for the first time and they're not familiar with hypnotherapy, hypnosis, can you share a little bit about it? People are intimidated by that term, and I don't think they should be, right?
No, it's kind of like, thank you, Hollywood, for making it a creepy thing. But it isn't. My feeling is that anything you want to start or anything you want to stop, hypnosis will help you. If you want to start, if you want to read faster, if you want to be able to understand things better. It really it's very esoteric. If that's what your need is, or if you just want to be more, just to be more able to speak to people, and maybe there's somebody that you like and you feel kind of clumsy when you start to talk to them, and hypnosis can help you with that, to calm you down, because everything begins in your mind, and our mind is that primitive mind which sees pictures. So if you can get a picture in your mind of the behavior you want to exhibit, and of the way you want to be, and of the way you want to look, that'll help your subconscious mind create that reality for you. And so so many people, they can tell you, they have this long list of things that they don't want, but you ask them, no, what I need is, what do you want, not what you don't want. And it's like they don't even know how to articulate what it is they want. They can just give you this litany of things they don't want. Well, the people at work are mean to me. Well, what would you rather have? Well, I don't want them doing this, and I don't want them to do that. No, what do you want? Well, I just want them to be nice to me. Okay, what does that look like? Well, I want them to stop doing this and this and this. and of course, then there's always you can't change other people's behavior. All you can change is the way you respond to it. And I know that sounds like, how the heck do you do that? It's really not that hard if you don't have to defend yourself. If you just say, yeah, it's, my other motto is, I'd rather be happy than right. Being right is highly overrated, in my opinion. Yeah. So if you just think about it, is that what I really want to say to that person? Or is that the way I want to speak to myself? What am I trying to get out of, what do I want out of this? Do I want to feel demeaning, or do I want to feel like I'm giving myself some way to grow? And I'm not sure if that even answers the question, really. But hypnosis is a way to speak to your subconscious mind, and to okay, I'll give you an example. There was a guy that came to me, and he had been very active in high school and in sports. And then when he graduated from college, he became an executive. So he just he wasn't that active, but he found that he was gaining weight. And what was the final blow for him was that he got home. He went over to like Starbucks. He got a coffee, and he thought he bought some kind of like an apple or something. And he got home, and it was a sweet roll, and he didn't even realize it. And he had totally consumed it, and he didn't even realize it until he saw, oh, wow, what did I do? So then he figured the thing was out. This is way out of hand. So what I did with the hypnosis is, like, I said, was there anything you've ever stopped? He said, yeah, I stopped smoking. And I told myself I could do anything as long as I didn't smoke. I said, well, okay, there's a contract that you've made with yourself. And what we need to do is undo that contract and give yourself a picture of what it is you want. So, I told him to relax, and did a little hypnosis thing. And then I told his subconscious mind that, thank you so much for protecting him all these years. And that now he not only does he not want to smoke, but he wants to eat only things that are good for him. And here we're going to put out a banquet. So imagine a banquet of all the things that you want to eat, that you desire, the fresh vegetables, the fresh fruit, and all the like chicken. Just see this banquet table crammed full of all the things that will help you, that will be of service to you. And so, and I talked more about that, and how wonderful, because he had given me, he told me what he wanted. And so I was just giving his subconscious mind that picture, the visual, because, we have that, it's like talking to animals. You do it in pictures. And so that's the subconscious mind is the same kind of vehicle. And last I heard, he was exactly what he wanted. He had lost the weight. He felt very like he was being good to himself, and great, yay, success.
But it's work every day. And I think you really drove that home for me. And it's just, I heard you doing a lecture, I think was where I heard it, and at church or something. And it was like, you can't expect instant change. You can't expect, be kind with yourself, be gentle with yourself. I think that's something you say, or a lot of people do, that we're around from the church and other places, and just saying, you got this, but give yourself time to make those changes. Some people's like, oh, well, I ate something yesterday. Okay, then you're making growth. You're making changes. And I really love how you do that, is just be kind to yourself. We're so quick to judge ourselves first.
Yeah. And people are so worried with the things that are going on. And it's like, I'm not sure what you think worry will do for you, but it sends out, I'm afraid, it seems like it sends out kind of negative, puny energy, or just negative energy. So what I would suggest is make a plan. It's or pray. But send out positive energy, loving energy. It's kind energy. I mean, that's what we need. Not that, oh my gosh, oh what if the world blows up? Well, that's not what we want, is it? No. So why even put that out there into the universe? Why not put out, everybody calm down, Yeah, you can be hysterical all you want, but just do it in a peaceful way.
Right.
Meditate about it too.
Exactly.
And Reverend Corky, obviously you're the professional and people can reach out to you and you can work with them. Are there things, or what things are there that we can do from a hypnosis type of process to calm ourselves down?
Yeah, so that'd be like self-hypnosis. And basically what you do is you put yourself into you find a place where you won't be disturbed for a while. Put in your mind, start with, what is it I want? And just do one thing at a time to begin with. Say like, what I want to do is I want to be calm. I want to be calm. I don't want to be upset by the things that are going on around me, perhaps. And so then when you just take at least 3 nice deep breaths and allow yourself to count. Some people count, some people go in their mind, go to the beach, some people go to the forest, someplace that's very pleasant for you, someplace that you'll be relaxed and feel comfortable, and where that isn't that's gentle for you, no threats or anything, so that you would be calm the whole time, and just breathe deeply. Anything that comes into your mind, just let it go through. At church, what we say is, there's a basket next to you. Just put your worries in there, and they'll just stay there for. Usually what I say is that, we've got 10 minutes. You've given yourself permission to have this 10 minutes to relax, to be safe, to be gentle on yourself. So we have this time that we've prepared. So use it. It's your time. And after the 10 minutes are over, you can, pick everything up and go on about your day. But this is scheduled 10 minutes for you to just relax. Just take that time, give yourself that time, and relax. And the thing, and whatever it is that you wanted to talk to your self-conscious mind about, then you start. I see myself being peaceful. I see myself reacting in a very gentle and calm way. Whatever's going on around me, I am calm. I exude peace and calm. If that's, and then you have already scheduled or put the post-hypnotic suggestion in your mind that you're going to be that you're going to be kind of becoming aware in 10 minutes. And so in about 10 minutes, okay, go about your, just kind of wake up and go about your business. And you'll find that as you do this practice, you will find yourself reacting in a calm manner to things that before used to upset you. Give yourself a chance to react that way. And people say, you might see or hear people speaking and saying that, gee, you used to be hysterical and now you're calm. That's nice.
I have to say, Reverend Corky, we have to stop. I think because your voice is so soothing.
We're both going
pass out. Like,
if you see us fade off the screen, it's because you calmed us too far.
Oh, that was beautiful.
I'm glad, Dr. Jacalyn, you said that because I'm like, okay, so I get to hit this great. and this proves to everybody, it doesn't have to be in person. None of this that we're talking about has to be in person. It's the environment, it's the feeling, it's all the words. But do you hear Corky's voice, Dr. Jacalyn? You see why she's so good at what she does. I'm like, I'm ready for a nap.
And you know what else it is? I think it's being open to trying something new. It's being open to allowing yourself that space that you talked about, Reverend, that we owe it to ourselves to take some time for self-care. Because otherwise, if we continue to escalate and get all emotional and be consumed with worry, we're just going to go downhill and we're not going to be able to help anybody.
Right. And what does worry solve? Nothing. I mean, if it sparks you into activity, if it sparks you into creating some sort of a like Salvation Army, let's get provisions for the homeless, or let's
right.
just. Then great, do it. But if all you do is sit and worry and stew over things, that's not good for your body. That's not good for your mind. It's not good for any part of you, and it doesn't solve anything. And so it's check out your, if you're sitting there just worry, you say, so what am I going to do about it? Where can I put this energy? And because you're just going to wear yourself down and make yourself miserable. And
I think focus on a solution. And also, if you are always worrying, look around and is anybody there with you? Because people are going to be running. They're going to be like, all they do is worry and complain, right? That's not something to draw people in.
Right.
That's right. That's yeah. The people that are alone. And why are they alone? Because they're not very good companions. Then what do they do for you? What do they do for their community? You've got to do things. You've got to be doing something to either make people feel better, to feed them, to give them, to entertain them, to suggest places that they can go and get help. Be the person who does this stuff to be helped. It's you're either part of the problem, part of the solution, right?
Right.
Definitely.
Well, and I love where you're going, Dr. Corky, because I don't think people realize the value of just having somebody to listen. So many people, I mean, Dr. Jacalyn, I think you're doing so much work in this area also with your other guests and your other hosts and that kind of stuff. And what is it, the listening mentor or the?
Yes, the listening mentor. I have courses on the power of listening, teach people.
Yeah. And people don't realize, and Corky, you've touched on this in so many amazing facets where you go, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I hadn't, that's all listening. And sometimes you need to listen to yourself. It's okay to be happy, sad, mad, glad. It's what do you do with happy, sad, mad, glad? Let me tell you, I got really mad a few times in my life. And we lived in a place that we were on 1/3 of an acre. You never saw so many weeds disappear in 2 hours in your entire life. And that's what we're talking about. That's what I hear is, okay, I either, when I was younger, I'd get out Bob Hope, watch all these movies. Because how do you beat, I mean, one's dancing, one's singing, one's doing silly things. Or I get out on weed. Sometimes when I was a kid, that was discipline. I don't know why I still like it, but that's why I chose to do it. Get out and find whatever it is. Read a book, walk your pet. That's why I know for me, I go hug the cats. We have fluffy ones, we have skinny ones, small ones, all that kind of thing. And pick what moves you, and it doesn't have to cost anything.
Right.
Anything. You could go and make a great thing of lemonade and take it to your neighbor who maybe just hadn't been thought of and you didn't know that. I mean, it could be that simple. I happen to love lemonade and that kind of stuff. But guess what? It's not about the lemonade, because you might say, oh, well, what's the big deal? It's that you thought of them and you didn't think just of yourself. And that's, I think, where we get trapped. I don't want to, And I don't know if you recommend this, but I think you would, that we need to get away from I and go to, okay, I need to change this whatever negativity is going. And again, take it out on the weeds. I promise you'll find some somewhere. And if that's a human in your life, then you rest that relationship until you can handle it. And sometimes we all know, Dr. Jacalyn, I'm sure we've all had to let go of some of those, because those are situations that can't be corrected. But you go, you know what? We had a great time together. It was really great while it works. I have coworkers. That was great while we were together, but this is not healthy any longer for me. So that's what I hear you saying, Corky, over and over and over, is it's okay to choose you. We're not talking about a selfish choice. We're talking about a healthy choice.
Exactly. Yeah. And then, it's hard with the things that are going on. It's hard not to want to know, what's going on.
Right.
And then you get kind of pinned into it, or not pinned into it, but it's like, 24 hours a day, you could listen to this stuff for 24 hours a day. And it's kind of like, is this your civil duty to be up on everything that's going on? Well, it's humanitarian, and maybe you can give clothes to refugees, or you can it's if you think about it, you'll think of something to do. Go help at the food bank, or there's a lot of people who need help.
Well, and you know what I have found that's the simplest and costs everybody nothing. Just what you say. I want really everybody to hear this, because Dr. Jacalyn does this. I believe, Dr. Jacalyn, you do this entire channel and all the shows I've seen, and there's so many more I cook dinner and listen to, and it's really that simple, is that when you give of yourself freely to somebody else, whatever it is, you stop. I have stopped, like we're waiting for a bus or something, and just said something that I really felt, oh, those are really cool shoes, or that's a really great haircut, and I have I have really thin hair, or just something I actually believe. I always think, I hope that makes that person's day. And I actually, a couple of weeks ago, had somebody cry. I was like, oh, did I say something wrong? And they said, no, that's the nicest thing anybody has said to me in months. And we laughed about it, because you can be that kind person. You might be having a hard day, but guess what? They will in turn make your day, even if they reply, well, that's awful personal. Okay, well, but I send it with love. And you don't have to say that part out loud. But we all give back, and you're gonna get that back.
Yeah, I like being a cheerleader. I like being, to say, you can do this. You can, come on, you can get out there and express yourself.
Right.
You can get up and speak. It's excuse me. I work for an organization where we have monthly speakers. Well, in our church we have weekly speakers, and it's letting people excuse me for that. He's like, come on, you can talk, you can, let's get you up there, you're going to do a great job, everybody here loves you, nobody's going to make fun of you or anything, let's just get started with it. That's why I need a cough drop. But and once you get, I don't know, I probably did that to you a couple of times.
You did when I had never talked publicly about being a pet psychic or anything like that. That was my first step out publicly. And you guys were just so gentle with
Like everybody
say
wants
whatever.
to hear that.
We're here to cheer you on. And everybody, I swear it felt like, and I don't think you did it, but don't tell me if you did, that you told the entire audience, okay, she's nervous, be really good and happy, because
I didn't have to. You were that good.
energy just changed into everybody's here because I have something of value to say, and they don't even know what I have to say yet, because that's the church you put together. That's the congregation you've put together of many denominations and many colors and many types of people. And you come and you go and you just say, hey, I want to talk about this. And Dottie and you make that space for people to share what's close to their heart, whatever it is. We've had financial advisors, we've had spiritual advisors, we've had sports advisors probably that I don't even know about, because you've given space for that.
And we have a guy coming up in a couple of weeks that's going to be talking about positive body awareness.
Wow.
And how, the spirituality of being aware, how your body alerts you of what it needs.
Can you share the YouTube channel with us so we can, if Dr. JACALYN's able to put it in the ticker tape thing that
sure, Center for Creative Living.
Yeah.
The YouTube,
Is that okay, Dr. JACALYN? Because you have the Center for Creative Living -ucm.org up.
Yeah, you can.
For anybody who's on the radio,
you can go to the website, and then there's the link to. Well, I don't know if the links work on anyway, but yeah, the words are there. You can cut and paste it and put it in there. And we've got hundreds of YouTube videos. I guess not videos, are they?
Well, who cares? We're going to call them that. And what's really nice, Corky, that you have every denomination represented. As far as people come and talk about Catholicism, they call it Judaism, they call it Islam. Especially if there's a holiday, they're there.
Oh yeah, December is a big one. Because we have Yule and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and Christmas.
Oh, by the way,
a little holiday Christmas.
Yeah.
Reverend Corky, if you want to type in the YouTube channel into the private chat, I'm happy to share it. I'm already a subscriber to your channel, and I get the notifications for the new videos, which is great.
Well, so I just put in Center for Creative Living. And
the YouTube channel. If you want, Corky, I can do it.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. As we come to the end of our show, Reverend Corky, I'm going to spotlight you. And as we all know, there's a lot of turmoil in the world, and there's a lot of fear. If you look on any of the media outlets, there's one person blaming another person, blaming this country, blaming that country. People get all caught up in this. I personally do not watch the news on television. I read it so that I read different platforms so I can get all of the information and make a determination. But we don't really know anyway. We just know what we're being told. So what I'd really love for you to do for our audience is walk us through a little hypnosis again as we close out this show so that people can go into their weekends maybe with a little more peace than what they had. How do you feel about that?
Well, that sounds great.
Okay.
So everybody who's listening, you can just, if you're able, you don't have to close your eyes, but if you'd like to close your eyes, you can. Take 3 deep breaths in. That's a deep breath in. Hold it for just a little bit, and then release. Nice deep breath in. Hold it and release. One more. Nice deep breath in. Oh, yes. And just feel yourself going to that place that is so calm and relaxing for you, this safe place, whether it's at the beach, in the mountains, in your car, whatever feels safe for you and what feels comfortable. And you know that you can be there for just a few minutes and take in all this wonderful healing energy. The universe is full, just full of healing energy for free. It's there for us. God provides that. The Creator provides that for us. The manna from heaven, right? And it's the air, the oxygen that we breathe. And that fills up our body. It helps our blood move. It helps everything get good, fresh energy and air into your body. And so as you continue to take nice deep breaths and relax and get that picture of you in your safe place, whether it's at the beach or in the mountains, mountain path, at the desert, in your car, wherever it is, and feel yourself calming down, relaxing, just calming down. All your muscles are relaxing, calming down. Okay. Know that you're going to be fine. Just let yourself relax. Even if you're in turmoil, you can be relaxed. And that helps you think, helps you be a person of action, to be calm. And instead of crunching all those nerves together and not being able to think because your mind is so full of stuff, relax. You need to relax. You need to be calm. You need to let yourself think. You need to let yourself feel. You need to let yourself be. Just for a few minutes will help. Anytime you can give yourself that will help. More than alcohol, more than drugs, more than anything else. Being calm, being gentle with yourself, allowing yourself to just take a moment. No judgment. Just let yourself take that moment. Know that your guardian angels are protecting you. Know that you're safe. Just feel your aura expanding outside around you and be full of joy and peace. If maybe just for a moment, give yourself that. Give yourself a moment to go inside and settle yourself down calmly, gently, be at peace. And then in a moment, you're going to open your eyes and feel so relaxed. But you'll be energized for the rest of the day. Open your eyes. Come on back. Welcome back. Hi, everybody. And everybody's upright. Look at this. Okay. Woohoo.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
You're welcome.
Reverend Corky, what is the best way for people to reach out to you, and who should contact you?
Well, anybody who's interested in knowing more about hypnosis, you can call me at 408-220-5779. That's in San Jose, California. And I will be glad to talk to anybody who's interested. So, and people that are interested in hypnosis, I love to talk about stuff like that. I also do, I don't even know if I should mention that. Spirit releasement. Sure, I'll mention it. I do spirit releasement. I do depossession work. So I work with, just spirits that attach themselves to people and make the humans miserable sometimes, just because for whatever reason. It's a whole nother show.
It's another show. It's another show.
Next month for chapter 3.
Yeah. And there's people out there who need that, who want it, don't know who to
turn to. Because sometimes you do things I don't, they say, I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I feel like this. Or ever since I had that car accident, I can't stop eating Oreos. I don't know why. Well, maybe you picked up a hitchhiker or a spirit that eats Oreos. And so you're doing it and you don't even know why you're doing it, but you're feeding this inner thing that'll never be satisfied. And so, I've talked to spirits that all they want to do is drink, and they don't care if they kill the host, because they'll just, get another person to drink for them.
Mm-hmm.
In the bar.
Hitch another ride. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. It's interesting. Very interesting aspect of
I want to hear how you got
to
into it. So remember
Yeah.
that, Dr. JACALYN and Corky. I want to know, because a lot of people go, can you get that gift? Can you, like, you slammed in the head with the, can this person take over? There's so many questions to what you brought up. I mean, I really hope you cover that, because a lot of people are terrified. Oh my God, that's going to happen to me. Well, we don't want you to walk around terrified. So I know you can give skills for that.
Ways to protect yourself.
Yeah.
It's so we could talk about that, ways to protect yourself from that happening to you.
Exactly. That's what we're talking about.
And what to do about it if now you've got that divinity in there. And so what do you do about it?
Right.
Well, there's things that you can do yourself.
There's our next
empowerment. Yay.
Yeah. All right, Reverend Corky, say hello to Reverend Dottie Boone as well, and we look forward to seeing you next month.
Yeah. So the second Friday is Reverend Dottie will be on. You're gonna take the first Friday, because I usually do the first Friday and she does the second Friday, but you're taking the first Friday. That's next.
Does any of that make sense?
Who's on first? What's on second?
We're playing baseball now. So Corky and I switched because I'm doing a special on basically death. But my father's birthday is the day after this date. So that's the closest we can get. I'm not asking poor Dr. JACALYN to reschedule her show so I can be on the 5th. But we're going to talk about animals. We're going to talk about people. And this ties into what Corky and Dottie and our work is all doing together in empowering you to feel that love that so many of our family members pass on and still send us every day. Every day. I talk to my father every day, and it brings me joy. And I have his picture up on the mantle. So I actually look at the picture a lot of times. Dad, this day sucks. Did you ever have such a sucky day? And I never talked to him like that when he was alive, but now he's like, yes, I have. It's really terrible. And, it just brings me joy because he was the man in my life. And I had him as a teacher and a coach and a father.
It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Indeed, that's wonderful.
So that's why we're doing the shuffly, whatever thing she just said. And you're on with this, and don't worry, Dr. JACALYN, I wrote it all down. I'm trying to write it all down.
I'm not worried. And for people who are wondering, we do post all the broadcasts usually by Sunday night, so you can go on any of our platforms. I would suggest that you go to our YouTube channel, USA Global TV, and you'll see all the upcoming shows. They will have the name of the guest, the episode number, the discussion topics, how to contact the guests, and the information is all there on USA Global TV and also on the other platforms. But I'm really encouraging people to go to our YouTube channel because everything gets put into a playlist. We've got Pet Psychic AMINAH playlist, which has 54 shows in it. It'll have 55 after tonight. And it's just easy to go and find the content there. You can also watch the shows on our website, which is usaglobaltv.com. Yes. So we've tried to make it easy for everyone to become aware of our programming and how to find it.
And I love it. We do all post on Facebook and LinkedIn and all the other platforms, but you're right. YouTube is my go-to. It just is. I get to go to some, I get to watch them when I can. I play them in the background while I cook. It's lovely to watch us, I'm sure, but the content of what everybody's saying is really, really the golden nugget as far as if you get to watch it. I've actually gone on walks, put the earbuds in and listened. So it's so simple to get it the way you've put it together, Dr. JACALYN. I really appreciate it because sometimes you don't want to just sit in a chair and watch TV or watch this. You can go for a walk. You can go and enjoy whatever. You don't like the company you're with, wear a really long hairdo.
Yeah, exactly. It's about finding solutions. Finding solutions that we can find peace and happiness.
Absolutely.
So Dr. JACALYN, I was wondering, how's Bob doing?
Bob's doing well, actually. He's still there. He's still there. He ventured halfway out. So for those of you who don't know, Bob is a spider and he lives in my bathroom. And we had a long talk that was really one way. And he just stays just on the one wall. And he's had a couple friends. I don't understand because I don't see anyone eating anything, but I guess he's still here. So he's got one
You would
spider
have to have
friend.
a really big magnifying glass, like really big to see that.
Yeah. Well, all I see is there's Bob and Bob's friend. And the friend Bob has now is not the spider who was there before. I don't know if it's a who, what, or where. But anyway, doing very well. And we still have, there are 5 iguanas that live in this neighborhood, but they use our house, I think it's the highway. So they go from the palm tree over to the ledge on top of the roof, and then they come down and they're on the back patio, and they're quite impressive. They're very.
Yeah. Oh, we got to have a slideshow.
I'll take a picture.
We got to have a slideshow. Come on, I want a picture of Bob. You know, you're gonna have to get really close. But then iguanas, that could be everything from 6 inches to 6 feet.
I sent you pictures, by the way, of Bob and the one iguana. I sent it on Messenger a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it or not. But
I don't know. I'll have to go back and look.
Go back
and
look.
But I think we should come up with, Corky. All of my guest hosts will all have to pick their own Bob.
Yes.
And, you know, and you can name it whatever you want, but whatever comes in your house and you decide is so neat and has hung out for a day or two.
I know this is my Bob Johnny, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll have all our guests who watch, and they send in their Bob pictures, and we'll have a campaign of Bob Day.
I like that. Why don't we start?
See, I love Bob Hope, so this is perfect.
Yeah, I like Bob Hope too.
And this is our Bob Hope moment.
Okay.
Think
Sounds
about
good.
it. All right. All right, Reverend Corky, thank you again for being here.
Yeah, Dottie was saying, her son's name is Bob. So,
Oh, there you go. She can't cheat and just get a picture of him because she already has pictures of him. You have to go get pictures, and they have to have a few more legs or bigger or closer legs. Thank you, Corky.
Thank
welcome.
you, Corky.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
We appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, Reverend. Okay, and Amina, I'm going to put up your information. What's the best way for people to reach you, and who should contact you?
bridgingworlds.us. Everything about me is there. All my social media links on Facebook and LinkedIn. That's pretty much where I live. And everything I put on the website. So you have just one place to see this. All the links to these, again, are on YouTube. So all these channels that we've talked about. I've had just a plethora of experts on the show, and hope you learn a lot and all that type of stuff. So please join us every, the Fridays for so many wonderful shows. And Dr. JACALYN, thank you so much. Who can use my help? Well, I don't want to say everybody because that's not true. Everybody has a different communication style. I don't just do what they call the woo-woo stuff. Yes, I have a very good gift there, but I'm a trainer. I've worked in vet medicine. I can tell you it's time to go to a vet. I can do a body check on your animal, yes. But if we don't know what it is, and I'm going to recommend you step into the professionals that have spent their career studying this, because we can always use a second or third opinion. And I'm going to make those recommendations. I'm always networking with people who do training. So if you live in the area that I know somebody, I'm going to make those recommendations. I really believe we are a tribe doing this life all together. I have an MD, you probably do. I have best friends, I have children. So we all network, and I don't know everything they know. And as you can see, I have Dottie Boone and Corky Whitaker in my corner. And when I don't know something, I go to them. So let me be your ability, even if you just want to ask, hey, do you know anybody who does ... If I do, I absolutely will refer you.
Thank you so much, Amina. Really appreciate that. It's a great way to close out the show.
Absolutely. You have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. You as well. See you
I'd
again
say kiss
soon.
Bob, but don't.
No,
you
Bob
might eat him. Have a great one. Thank you so much.
You too. Happy weekend.
You too. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. It's been another fabulous week of broadcasting. We actually had 20 shows this week, which is truly amazing. And we've got some new shows coming out next week as well. Today, we had a new show, which is called Amazing Achievements. And my co-host is Kim Adele Randall. She's already, I've seen people booking. I think she's already booked out for at least 2 months, which is nice. And starting next week, we are going to have a new show, which is in support of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. And my co-host is Justin Barigliani. So we'll be bringing on physicians, we'll be bringing on patients, anyone who's involved with IBD, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. We are happy to have you on the show to really spotlight and bring awareness to what's going on there. Okay, I do want to share a couple of things from a personal perspective. For those of you who watch the show regularly, you know that in addition to this USA Global TV, which is a huge responsibility and yet a huge sense of joy and pride for me. I also have another business, which is Dr. JACALYN, and I'm a certified life and career coach. I'm the listening mentor. I'm a certified meditation teacher and a certified fitness instructor. And I teach people how to listen. So we have a wonderful community that I'm inviting everyone to join. It's called the Elevated Listening Community. You can get more information over on my website. You can see the link there if you're on the radio. It's Dr. JACALYN, drjacalyn.com/join. And for $11 a month, you will get one 30-minute video every Sunday, and it actually recaps the content of all of our shows. I start off with a guided meditation that I lead for you. Then I give you an overview of all the key takeaways from the programs. And then I give you fitness tips as well as listening tips. So that's every Sunday, 30-minute video. And then once a month, we will meet as a community on Zoom. We will go into various breakout groups so that we can network and get to know each other. And then you can go off and do your own collaborations. So I'd love to have you as a part of this. Again, just go to my website, drjacalyn.com. As soon as you get there, it'll prompt you to join. Next announcement is my second book is now available for pre-order on Amazon. It's called Adversity to Awesome: True Life Stories of Inspiration from Survivors of Imprisonment, Addiction, Sexual Assault, and More. And I thank the individuals whom I've interviewed and shared their story of how they went from where they were to being the awesome people they are today. I also have my own chapter in there wherein I share some things that people probably don't know that have happened to me. So if you're interested, you can go pre-order the Kindle version. The Kindle and the paperback are both available April the 4th, but you can pre-order for the Kindle version right now. Don't delay. Go there now if you would. It's $2.99. I try to make everything so it's affordable for the majority of people. All right. Thank you again for being here wherever you are in the world. Please stay safe, stay calm, and just remember to reflect, take some deep breaths as we learned from Reverend Corky today, and just try to look at things from a perspective of how can I find a solution? What is the solution? How can I find it? How can I be of service? All right. God bless all of you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. I know that my team does as well. And we'll be back on Monday. We stream from Monday to Friday. So we look forward to seeing you then. Have a safe and blessed weekend. Bye for now.